Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Salam.
Ram Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat
Hare
pranam.
Krishna Prabhuji. Ram Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Prabhuji. Pranam Prabhuji.
Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams Prabhuji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om
Om
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya.
Narayana
Narancheva Narottamam.
Narayana
Naranjayva
Narottamam.
Narottamam.
Devim Sarasatim Vyasam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Tato Jaya Mudire.
Tato Jayamudire.
Ashtaprayasha Bhadreshu.
Ashtapraya Bhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki.
Bhakti Bhavati
Bhakti Bhavati
Nastaki.
Nastaki.
So we have people from Abu Dhabi, we have people from Bangladesh, we have people from India. Any other country? Anybody? Iti uktastam parikramya
Iti yuktasam parikramya.
pranamya cha niparbhakaha
Pranamya cha niparmaka.
yayo madhuvanam punyam
Yayo Madhuvan.
Madhuvanam Punyam.
hare charana charitam
Hare
Harishcharana Charitam.
hare charana charchitam
Haricharana
Hare
Charchitam.
iti uktastam parikramya
Iti yuktasyam parikramya.
Parikramya.
pranamya cha niparbhakaha
Pranamya
Pranamaya
yayo
Charipataka.
madhuvanam punyam
Yayo Madhuvanam
Madhuvanam Punyam.
hare charana charchitam
Harishcharana Charchitam.
Charipataka.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Start.
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Prabhuji.
प्रभु जी इति उक्तस्तं परिक्रम्य प्रणम्य च नृबार्भकः ययो मधुवनं पुण्यं हरेश्चरणचर्चितम् हरे कृष्ण
प्रणाम
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी
तं
इत्युक्तस्तं
परिक्रम्य
परिक्रम्य प्रणम्य च पार्वकः यो यो मधुवनं पुण्यं हरेश्चरणचर्चितम् हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
प्रभु
प्रभु
इति युक्तस्तं परिक्रम्यं प्रणम्य चिरुनिरुपार्पकः यौवं मधुवनं पुण्यं हरे शरण चर्चितं हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी थैंक यू वेरी मच
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी इति युक्तम अस्तं परिक्रम्य प्रणामयं च निर्पाभ्रक एयो मधुवनं पुण्यम हरेश्च चरण चर्चितम हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी इति युक्तस्तं परिक्रम्य प्रणम्य च निपाभ्रकः ययै मधुवनं पुण्यं हरेश्चरण चर्चितं हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम इति
हरे
युक्तस्तं
कृष्ण प्रभु
परिक्रम्य प्रणम्य च नृपार्भकः ययो मधुवनं पुण्यं हरेश्चरन् चर्चितम्
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी इत्युक्तस्तं परिक्रम्य प्रणम्य च नृपावकः ययौ मधुवनं पुण्यं वरे शरणचर्चितम् हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी इत्युक्तस्तं परिक्रम्य प्रणम्य च नृपार्वकः ययौ मधुवनं पुण्यं हरेश्चरणचर्चितं हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी इति युक्तस्तं परिक्रम्य प्रण्मये च नृपार्भकः ययो मधुवनं पुण्यं हरेश्चरणं चर्चितं हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण
हरे
प्रभु जी
कृष्ण प्रभु
इत्युक्तस्तं परिक्रम्य प्रणम्य चन्द्रपार्कः ययौ मधुवनं पुण्यं हरेशरणचर्चितम् थैंक यू
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी इति उक्तस्तं परिक्रम्य प्रणम्य च नृपार्भकः ययो मधुवनं पुण्यं हरेश्चरण चर्चितम् हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी इत्युक्तस्तं परिक्रम्य प्रणम्य च नृपार्भकः ययौ मधुवनं पुण्यं हरेश्चरणचर्चितम् हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी इति उक्तस्तं परिक्रम्य प्रणम्य च नृपार्भकः ययौ मधुवनं पुण्यं हरेश्चरण हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी इति युक्तस्तं परिक्रम्य प्रणम्य च नृपार्भकः ययौ मधुवनं पुण्यं हरेशरणचर्चितम्
कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण।
प्रभु जी इति युक्तस्तं परिक्रम्य प्रणम्य च पावकः यो मधुवनं पुण्यं हरेश्चरणचर्चितम् हरे कृष्ण।
Chalo, thank you everybody. Iti, thus, uktaha, being spoken, tam, him, Narad Muni, parikramya, by circumambulating, pranamya, by offering obeisances, cha, also, Ripa Arbakaha, the boy of the king, Yayau went to Madhuvanam, a forest in Vrindavana, known as Madhuvana, Punyam, which is auspicious and pious, Arehe of the Lord, Charana, Charichitam, imprinted by the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. When Dhruva Maharaj, the son of the king, was thus advised by the great sage Narada, circumambulated Narada, his spiritual master, and offered him respectful obeisances. Then he started on Madhuvana. which is always imprinted to the lotus footprints of Lord Krishna and which is therefore specially auspicious. Some purpose. After Dhruva entered Madhuvana forest to execute devotion service, the great sage Narada thought it wise to go to the king to see how he was faring within the palace. When Narada Muni approached the king received him properly, offering him due obeisance. After being seated comfortably, Narada began to speak. The great sage Narada inquired, "My dear king, your face appears to be withering up. You look like you have been thinking of something for a very long time. Why is that? Have you been hampered in following a path of religious rites, economic development, and sense gratification?"
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, ma'am.
Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. The four stages of advancement of human civilization are religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, and for some, the stage of liberation. Narada Muni did not inquire from the king about his liberation, but only regarding the state management, which is meant for advancement of the three principles: religiosity, economic development, and sense gratification. Since those who engage in such activities are not interested in liberation, Narada did not inquire from the king about this. Liberation is meant for persons who have lost all interest in ritualistic ceremonies, economic development, and sense gratification. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
There are more today. Going to 68. The king replied as best to the Brahmanas, "I am very much addicted to my wife and have so fallen that I abandoned all merciful behavior even to my son, who is only 5 years old. I banished him and his mother, and even though he is a great soul and a great devotee."
Purport. In this verse, there are some specific words which ought to be understood very carefully. The king said that since he was very much addicted to his wife, he had lost all his mercy. That is the result of becoming too much affectionate towards women. The king had two wives. The first wife was Suniti and the second was Suruchi. He was too attached to the second wife, however, so he could not behave well with Dhruva Maharaj. That was the cause of Dhruva's leaving home to perform austerities. Although, as a father, the king was affectionate towards his son, he minimized his affection for Dhruva Maharaj because he was too much addicted to the second wife. Now, he was repenting that both Dhruva Maharaj and his mother Suniti were practically banished. Dhruva Maharaj went to the forest, and since his mother was being neglected by the king, she was therefore almost banished also. The king repented having banished his boy, for Dhruva was only 5 years old, and a father should not banish his wife and children or neglect their maintenance. Repentant over his neglect of both Suniti and her son, he was morose, and his face appeared withered. According to Manusmriti, one should never desert his wife and children. In a case where the wife and children are disobedient and do not follow the principles of home life, they are sometimes given up. But in the case of Dhruva Maharaj, this was not applicable, because Dhruva was very mannerly and obedient. Moreover, he was a great devotee. Such a person is never to be neglected, yet the king was obliged to banish him. Now he was very sorry.
66. My dear Brahmana, the face of my son is just like a lotus flower. I was thinking of his precarious condition. He is unprotected. He might be very hungry. He might have been laid down somewhere in the forest, and the wolves might have attacked him to eat his body. Alas, just see how I am conquered by my wife. Just imagine my cruelty. Out of love and affection, the boy was trying to get on my lap, but I did not receive him, nor did I even pat him for a moment. Just imagine how hard-hearted I am. The great sage Narada replied, "My dear king, please do not be aggrieved about your son. He is well protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although you have no actual information of his influence, his reputation is already spread all over the world." The great sage Narada replied, "My dear king, please do not be aggrieved about your son. He is well protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although you have no actual information of his influence, his reputation is already spread all over the world."
Purport. Sometimes, when we hear that great sages and devotees go to the forest and engage themselves in devotional service or meditation, we become surprised. How can one live in the forest and not to be taken care by anyone? But the answer given by great authority Narada Muni is that such persons are well protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sharanagati or Saranda means acceptance or firm belief that wherever the surrendered soul lives, he is always protected by Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is never alone or unprotected. Dhruva Maharaja's affectionate father thought his young boy, only 5 years old, to be in a very precarious position in the jungle, but Narada Muni assured him, you do not have sufficient information about the influence of your son. Anyone who engages in devotional service anywhere within this universe is never unprotected. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurubhe Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Narada Uvacha Mama Shucha Swatanayam Devaguptam Vishampate Tat Prabhavam Avignaya Pravinte Yad Yasho Jaga Pravinte Yad Yasho Jaga. The great said Narada replied, My dear king, please do not be aggrieved about your son. He is well protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although you have no actual information of his influence, his reputation is already spread all over the world. Hare Krishna. So, well protected. So the king, the different things to remain peaceful. There are three things we should meditate upon to become peaceful. What is that? Bhokta Ram Yajna Tapasam. Krishna is the enjoyer. So that when we have a competitive spirit of enjoyment, which is the cause of all the suffering, all the sense gratification we discuss is the cause of all our material entanglement, we come out of it. Because we are not the enjoyer, Krishna is the enjoyer. Sarvaloka Maheswaram, we are the owner, we think I am the owner, we are the owner, we fight for ownership. No, everything is owned and enjoyed by the Lord. So the first two are over. So if that gives you peace of mind, but third thing is very important, Krishna is the best well-wisher. What does the well-wisher does? Suppose you are a very good well-wisher. He will maintain you and he will also protect you. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya also, when he went all around India doing Sankirtan, spreading Nam Sankirtan, two things were in his mind. Pahimam, Rakshama. Krishna, 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 hey. Krishna, 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 hey. Krishna, 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 Krishna. So very beautiful it goes. Pahimam, Rakshamam. Rama, Raghava, Rama, Raghava, Rama, Raghava, Rakshama. Krishna, Keshava, Krishna, Keshava, Krishna, Keshava, Pahimam. Very beautiful it is there in Krishna book, you can see. This Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, well, my Lord, please protect me, maintain me. Why? Because he is my well-wisher. He declares in Bhagavad Gita, I am the best well-wisher. So why there should be any anxiety? The Lord is the maintainer and the Lord is the protector. there should be no anxiety. Everybody should be very peaceful. The Lord is protecting him. The Lord is maintaining him. Now, it not only for our own self that is a cause, just like you see, due to certain situations, his own limitations, the king was not able to protect his child. He was in intense anxiety. A small child surrounded by wolves, demons and wolves, who will only harm him. He was in intense anxiety, my Lord, what do I do at this moment? Okay? So Narad Muni came in, do not worry. He doesn't even know where his child is. Child has traveled all over the place and has reached Madhuvana, Vrindavana. Imagine 5-year-old child just walking through the forest, one after another, and reaching Madhuvana, Paro. So, I don't know where is the seat of power at this time. If it is Hastinapur, it is nearby, not very far. But in some other place, it would have been far. Okay. So the point is that he doesn't know where the child is. It has happened, somehow it has happened due to circumstance, due to this, he is agreeing to his too much attachment to his wife, has been the cause of all this. And child is in a difficult position now. He is in intense anxiety. Correct? Because as a father, it is his duty to protect the child. Correct? Now, it's easy to become father. Yes, I am father. But then you have to protect the child. It's a duty or not? But the child is in danger. And he is in intense anxiety. So at this moment, the Narad Muni comes and gives a message, do not worry. It's protected by the Lord. So Prabhupada writes in the purport, if you see many times he says these lines about protection before we discuss it more. Just see what Prabhupada is saying again and again in the purport. See, he says that such persons are well protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is itself the principle of Sharanagati. Surrender means firm belief. Wherever we are protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is never alone or unprotected. Okay? Do not have sufficient information about the influence. Anyone who engages in devotional service anywhere within this universe is never unprotected. So there is, it's not that we don't do our duty. Just like now, due to some reasons we see, Drodha and Bhishma could not protect Draupadi. Even the Pandavas, they wanted to protect, could not do it. Bhishma also could not do it. They wanted to protect, not they didn't want to protect. Particularly the Pandavas wanted to protect. Drodha wanted to protect Bhishma, but some reason they could not do it. But they could see in front of their eyes the Lord protecting the devotee. Right? So the protection is, developing too much anxiety, like as parents, the child is here, what will happen to him? Or have faith. Krishna is protected. Now, parents are in one place, children are in another place. When they go to schools and colleges, they are exposed to horrible atmosphere. Then they graduate, they go to for job, particularly even for college, they may leave the city. They are at the mercy of their friends. And as a duty, as a bhava, we have to give protection. Yes, you should. But what can you do? You're not in the same place. You don't even know whom the child is talking to. You don't even know if somebody influences the child and spoiling his life. You don't know anything. What you can do. So how do you stay peaceful? You can do a duty. You can write a letter, you can put a message, you can call out the child and tell. End of the day, you are not the protection. It is very nicely said by Prahlad Maharaj. He said, my dear Narsimha Deva, if somebody neglected by you has no protection. Just like a boat, ocean has no protection. It may drown. Just like a father and mother, in front of them the child dies. Yesterday was the whole national news. One barber came and just cut the head of two children. Cut them. Just came. Mother was there in the house. He said, I want some money. So the neighbor, can you give me? I want 5,000 rupees urgently. She said, okay. So she was gone to the Almirah counting the money. By that time, he has killed two children. And is about to kill the third one who ran away. Small children. Small children. Nobody is able to understand how people are so mad. So the world is very dangerous. There are demons, rakshasas like this. The situation is very horrible in this world. So anyway, so to understanding that for a devotee, there is protection. To the degree we are surrendered, Sharanagati means to the degree we are surrendered, to that degree the protection is there. Now let us understand it more. There is, we see in the Bhagavatam, there is a Parikshit Maharaj. Now what did the Lord do? Brahmastra materially cannot be countered. Can it be countered? No, there is no known weapon which can counter Brahmastra. But Uttara ran to Krishna. He said, I may die, but my child should survive. And Krishna was standing in front of them, and by his power, he stopped the influence of Brahmastra, and the child survived. So Krishna did what is unimaginable or not. Nobody in the universe knows counteraction to Brahmastra. Krishna stopped the Brahmastra. So isn't he powerful? In Vrindavana, there was a very unique situation because nuisance was caught by Indra, who is the devotee of the Lord. So Krishna didn't want to kill him. But Krishna still protected the residents of Vrindavan by lifting a mountain. So a devotee, what protection a devotee wants? In Bhagavad Gita, in the 4th chapter, the 3rd chapter ends by Kama. Krishna says, the lust is our greatest enemy. And in the 4th chapter, Krishna begins by saying the leaders of society have to protect their dependents getting victimized by lust. He says that. Correct? He has to protect them. You see how the 4th chapter begins. The duty of the king to protect the citizens and dependents and the leaders, that's a duty. Protect them by the victimization of lust. It's very easy. The person can get swayed away, and that's real protection. Protection means protection from Maya. That is what the protection we are seeking. And Sharanagati means that protection is already there for a devotee, and that protection he is seeking. Krishna, whatever situation I am there by the laws of karma, let me not forget you. That is the protection I am seeking, my Lord. Let me not forget your devotion service to you. And what is the first principle of Sharanagati? Shravadam. Whenever we get chance, keep chanting the name of the Lord, keep hearing. God help those who help themselves. So you make an attempt to do Sharanagati, and the first principle is Shravadam. Protection is there. You can pray, Smaranam, Shravadam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Vandanam, you can offer prayers. So the protection of the Lord, sometimes it happens. Now when Drona and Bhishma saw, similarly the situation it is, when Duryodhana wanted to arrest Krishna, and then Krishna took a Vishwarupa. So they know the Lord doesn't need our protection. They're feeling bad. They were, Brahman Vaishnavas. In their presence, again something unethical is happening. One thing unethical already happened, attempt to disrobe Draupadi, and Krishna protected. And now attempt to arrest Krishna itself. All the joker friends like Karna, Duryodhana, in so-called these silly serials, Karna is shown in a high personality. But actually he was a low-class person. And along with Duryodhana was trying to arrest Krishna. And then what does Krishna show? Immediately he said, you cannot arrest me. He took the Vishwarupa. And what are the members of the assembly of learned Brahmanas and Vaishnavas? Kripacharya, Dronacharya, Bhishma and all. They were all respectful. They could see the Lord can protect himself. So Lord doesn't need your protection, and neither his devotees are unprotected. Suhridam sarva bhutanam gyatva mam shantim richati. So if you forget this principle that Krishna will take care of his devotees, then you get so much anxiety unnecessarily. Correct? Krishna takes care of the devotees. Devotees are always protected by the Lord. The devotees are under the protection of the Lord. We should not forget that thing. Oh, they are unprotected, what will happen? No. You do what the situation allows you to do. Like Parikshit Maharaj is such a great soul. Our situation suddenly changed extraordinarily. Now what can we do? The curse has come from an elder in a social thing. He's a Brahmana boy, whatever it is, as an etiquette, matter of my etiquette, a Brahmana boy, he should not want to counter. A curse has come on his head. He accepts it. But he knows Lord's protection will be there. In fact, when Shukadeva Goswami arrived on the scene, wow, what a protection it is. He could see there is protection. And Lord is protecting. We do not know the plan of the Lord. We just do not know. Sometimes the plan of the Lord is not understood. Correct? Lord doesn't do anything whimsically. We can't understand why He's doing that. Krishna should protect His devotees. What is happening here? Looks like a devotee is unprotected. True? But no, some plan of the Lord is always there. Some plan, which is not. It is said that Vaishnava Kriya Mudra is very difficult to understand. So Vaishnava Kriya Mudra we cannot understand. How you are going to understand the Lord's Kriya Mudra? Sometime maybe we cannot even understand why it happens. Just like when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there 500 years ago, it was at that time the temples were being broken. Deities were being taken out, broken and thrown. True? That was the time, 500 years ago. This joke was going around. And at that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was personally on the planet. Why didn't take Narsimha Rupa and tear everybody to pieces? Was it possible for him? Yes, it was possible for him. It was not very difficult for him to do that. Prabhupada explains this. Prabhupada says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, the Vedic culture is very great. Nobody can touch it. It will take care of itself. I don't have to really protect Dharma Saglani. Here, this will be taken care. Yeah. He had generals coming, like Prabhupada. They will take care of it. Senapati will come. My Senapati will take care of it. I don't have to really bother now. That work, I'll leave it to my Senapati. He will come after some time. Because the culture, the knowledge, this cannot be touched. It's not easy to touch it. So, what is real protection, therefore, we should think. Real protection is protection of consciousness. And Krishna is taking us through some experience so that my consciousness, there are proper inputs so that I can advance. This is true individually, this is true collectively. Individually in our life, we go through so many experiences. Always we should know, I am under the protection of the Lord. Even a normal man on the street in the protection of the laws of the Lord in the terms of karma. This karma is protecting him. And for a devotee, there is even extra special protection. Particularly a devotee doing service, being blessed by so many devotees, definitely has protection. That's called Sharanagati. You should have full faith. The Lord is protecting you. I told you an example once, one Prabhupada saw, one hoarding. They like to show, LIC also likes to show, around the world they show like that. A big hand and a child is on the hand. Okay? Old child is on a hand. And all companies like to show, that's how insurance company around the world do. We protect you. So Prabhupada saw the hand and the thing. He said, this is how Krishna is protecting you. But we cannot see. We cannot see. You see Prabhupada's life itself. Very difficult situation. He lost all the business. In social terms, lost his honor as a rich man, big man, successful businessman, lost it. And at home, nobody is even looking at him because there is money, they look at you. Otherwise, they are not interested. The relatives are not interested. Rather, when you start asking for money, they all disappear. So he saw that. And then he was in Vrindavan all alone. And he saw in Vrindavan most of the Babajis busy making money. Not even a plan of preaching. Just maintaining their belly, beg some, get some food and eat and sleep. No plan of preaching the message of Krishna consciousness. No sacrifice, no plan, no. He saw that personally. He saw even his godbrothers, like joint mess, things are running, fighting among themselves, politics. He was fed up. And then he came to the West all alone, the suffering heart attacks on a cargo ship. So, and in Vrindavan, how would he live? He doesn't have a source of income. How is he living? Very difficult time he can understand in his life. And this is not for 1 year, this is for 15 years, 55 to 70 years of his life. And he came to America, there also typewriter was stolen, and no place to stay here, there, difficult. By the grace of the Lord, gradually the movement started. And the devotee asked him actually, first, number one thing, Prabhupada never talked about the difficulties of his life. You know, it was great difficult, you know how difficult it was, I made it. He was silent about that. That is the mark of a great man. Because he knows Krishna protected. Correct? We feel neglected. A karmi means he feels neglected by the Lord. Oh, Lord is not there to guide me. Lord is not protecting me. And by my own endeavor, I did this, then I did this. Swakatha. His own katha is so obnoxious. Actually, we should be ashamed if any time we do swakatha. Swakatha is obnoxious, not good at all. That's why I told you, we should, when we meet our equals also, we should never boast ourselves. Sometimes we have the tendency, we say, oh, we did this, we did the online program. Don't say that. Rather, I told you, we should say, by the mercy of the Lord, even though totally we are unqualified, we are able to build a temple and do some online teaching. That's how we should say. Not only now for me, for all of you also. You do visit temples sometimes, you meet so many devotees. My request is never, please do not boast among the congregation of the temples and all. Among equals, we should never boast ourselves. It is considered bad. Not bad, very bad. You should never boast yourself. Say we are not qualified, just some of us got together, totally unqualified. And I was just reading Prabhupada memories. Prabhupada is saying to his devotees, see, the point is that actually I am not fit to be even your leader. You are so wonderful people. Lord Chaitanya sent you to see this movement established. You are all great devotees of Lord Chaitanya. In that mood, a devotee feels. Not I did this, then I did this, then I did that. It's very bad. Very, not bad, very bad. Anybody recounts his life, I did this, I did this. It's very bad. You should be ashamed if he had this kind of a mentality. Never, never say this, I did that. You didn't do anything. Rather, million times better things could have been done. I simply wasted my time. Hari, Hari. Even Srila Prabhupada, who imagine he worked so hard to establish this movement. What does he say? Actually, when 26-year-old my guru's order came, that moment itself I should have taken the movement. I simply wasted 40 years. He says like that, in our humility. Never, I did that. Can you get me a lecture? Prabhupada says that. 19, this year, I did that, then I did that. It's very, not bad, it's considered very bad. Swakatha, we should cancel if you want to be. See, nobody likes. Somebody else is telling Swakatha, you get irritated. And when you do Swakatha, you think whole world should sit and listen. Oh, what is this nonsense? Full of pride, full of egoism, horror. This is horror. We should never feel anything special about us. So coming back to the topic, so Krishna always protects, but it is not visible to us. Okay? It is not visible. Krishna's protection is. So some people are there who always feel in this way. They look at their life, like Queen Kunti says in the Bhagavatam. Say, Vishan Mahagne Purushad. My Lord, I saw so many difficulties in life. I saw the poison being given to my child. You protected. Now, actually, directly you see, Krishna was not there on the scene. But she knows Krishna is always a protector. The devotee always has a meditation every situation. Krishna, you are protected. He always sees the protection of the Lord at every moment. Every moment he is seeking the protection. He is seeking, my Lord, please be merciful to me. Please be merciful to me. I want to fulfill the order of my spiritual master. I want to fulfill all the desires of Srila Prabhupada. Please be merciful to me. Give me the facility to execute this. Please be merciful to me that the core of the heart, all the unwanted desires vanish. No sense gratification remains in the core of my heart. Lord, please be merciful to me. Keep praying, keep praying. Tatte anukampam. Always keep praying. And whatever happened in the life, so nice. So therefore Prabhupada says, Krishna kept me so nicely actually. So nicely. When devotee went to the Radha Damodar temple, there was nothing in that room. Nothing in that room. When they later opened his room where Prabhupada established his movement, sitting in that room and writing, nothing was there. So kindly he kept me so comfortably. Because that is the meditation of a devotee. Sharanagati means Krishna is maintaining me, Krishna is protecting me in every situation. Prabhupada said, throughout the universe this is applicable. Oh, no, I'm in a situation. Is it within the universe? Yes. So Prabhupada purport says, throughout the universe, the protection is there. So sometimes for parents, when your children are far away, you get worried. Don't worry. You're doing what you can do. Once in a while, you can send a message to the child, take care. But Krishna is protected. It's not that you don't do anything. You should do something. What you can do, you do. At the end of the day, we are not Vishnu. We are small. Vishnu Ratha. That's why the name of Parishmara is Vishnu Ratha, protected by the Lord. Every individual is protected by the Lord and is very... Therefore, we can be peaceful in three ways. Krishna is the enjoyer. So if you remember that, you become peaceful. Second, Krishna is the owner. So you meditate on that, you become very peaceful. And third, Krishna is a protector. If you can know that, well-wisher, other well-wisher, he is a protector, maintainer, everybody, you become peaceful. Otherwise, just imagine how can you live peacefully? It's not possible at all. Now you have so many parents are there in this class, the children are going to school or they are in job somewhere. You can be so much anxiety that you cannot sleep also sometimes. True? At that time, what do we say? My Lord, I love the child in your hand, please protect. Not only that, you are saying, always it is true. At every moment it is true. Prabhupada was in Mayapur. So something happens suddenly. He goes to the bathroom, he sees two snakes, big snakes. In fact, one was even attacking Prabhupada like that. Prabhupada cried loudly, Jai Pataka, Jai Pataka. And then he ran out and they took care. And the devotees were trying to locate after that both the snakes. Prabhupada was as calm as in his room, as peaceful. He was laughing rather. So many men were after one snake. Finally, devotees could get rid of the two snakes. The next day morning, Prabhupada inquired, I hope nobody was bitten by the snakes. No problem. Then Prabhupada took a class. And then Prabhupada explaining the class, even though we are sitting in this, multi-story building, all covered in marble and all, you may be in a marble palace of multi-story, actually still there is no protection. Padam padam yatapi padam natesham. Every step there is danger. So what all we are trying to do, we are trying to change the situation in such a way that there is better protection. Like many people from India try to go to America. One of the reasons is there is better maintenance, better protection. Why do this? My child is well taken care of in America. Now people feel great pleasure and pride because they feel at some essence that there is better protection, better law and order, more wealth. That is also a sign of protection. And they feel like that, whatever way. So, but actually, nobody has any protection except the Lord. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj says, my Lord, person neglected by you has no protection. Just like a boat in the ocean has no protection, just like father, mother, a child cannot be a protection, just like a physician can. Not that now it's not that the boatman doesn't try to protect the boat. It's not that the father, mother now don't try to protect the. Oh, but we are not the protection. Lord is the. You do. God help those who help themselves. You do your duty. Or a doctor, I'll not give medicine. God is only protector. No. At heart of the heart, you should know when he is doing treatment. Finally, the Lord is the protection. Let me do my part. In fact, when the situation becomes complicated, doctors say like that, now you pray to the Lord and take the patient. We don't know what to do. Nowadays, that is also not there. They make a money business and put ventilator and keep minting money. And then they ask, you will switch it off? So anyway, so protection, we should have full faith. What is the faith? That actually we are in danger at every moment. Not only when we see a snake, or not only when we are in actually every moment we are in dangerous position. We are sitting here in India, I'm in Mangalore, some of you are in Bangalore without water, so many situations. You are welcome to Mangalore, God Purnima is coming, all Bangaloreans. I heard only 20-30 are coming, you more can come, because anyway there is no water there. What you will do? No bathing place. Once in 2 days people are bathing. So you can see that, you saw what a wonderful city, no water. So people feel the whole material world is like that. Actually, there is no protection. There is no maintenance, there is no protection. This a devotee feels. Prabhupada says that makes a difference between a karmi and a devotee. Devotee always feels I'm in danger and always feels Lord is protecting me every moment. Always feels. And a non-devotee always feels that he is not in danger. And if it is, by my own capacity, I'll counter it. That's the difference between a devotee and the Lord. Devotee is always fearless. Abhayam, no fear. Because he knows Sharanagati. Why Krishna will not protect me? I have dedicated my life to serve Krishna. He has faith in that. Why Krishna will not protect me? And what kind of protection devotee is seeking? All angle, but primarily speaking, he is seeking spiritual protection. My Lord, please protect my faith at your lotus feet. My Lord, please protect an opportunity to serve you. I want you to protect that. That is what he is seeking, is praying to the Lord always. But a non-devotee, no, he doesn't think he is in danger. Prabhupada said that's the difference between a karmi and a devotee. If you keep meditating that you are in danger, which is a reality, you'll become a very advanced devotee. Because then you keep praying. Prabhupada says to the extent that a devotee should feel the Mrityu Purusha is coming any moment, he is about to knock the door, he's coming, welcome, chalo. Any moment death is coming, if he meditate on that, he will become very serious and good devotee. But if you start feeling that death is not there, maybe perhaps I'll not die. Even worse, this silly doctors will make some tablet, after eating that I'll not die. People have that kind of a dream, an illusion. Then you become a demon. So this is very important in a spiritual life to face a reality. The fact is, I am helpless. And more you feel helpless and dependent on the protection of the Lord, the more you advance in spiritual. And the more you feel proud and confident about your own capacity. Yedhana yauvana putra parijana eteke ache parati tire. Is this a protection? So nicely said by Govinda Dasa. Ye dhana, this money, yauvana, ye dhana yauvana putra parijana eteke ache parati tire. Is this some kind of a protection? Is this some kind of protection? No. we know it's not a perfection. Okay. So meditate nicely, then the life will become. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everybody. Spot.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sadar Pranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Dandavat
Prabhuji.
pranam.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Thank you
Krishna
so much.
Prabhuji,
Hare
thank you.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Ram,
Such
Hare
a
Ram,
wonderful
Ram Ram,
sermon,
Hare
Prabhuji,
Hare.
today. Thank you
Hare
so much.
Okay, now we have wonderful Vaishnavas here. They can add
Hare
something.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Aishwarya Mataji would like to add something. Protection.
Hi, Krishna Prabhu. Pranam. Uh, yes, Prabhu. As you said, wherever we are, Krishna protects. Like today is Madhavendra Puri disappearance day. So we know how he was in the forest and Krishna gave pot of milk. Then he stole a pot of sweet rice for his devotees. So Krishna definitely protects. That Avashya Rakshibe Krishna or Rakshishya Devi Vishwasa. That faith we should have. So by listening to pastimes, our faith increases, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yes. Yes. Gunashi Mataji, protection of the Lord. Anything comes to your mind?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, the one thing which I got remembered, I heard from you and Aishwarya Mataji, that Rakhe Krishna Mare Ke, Mare Krishna Rakhe Ke. So it's one which can keep us out of anxiety. Yes, Prabhuji, that's it, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Yeah, just imagine the big demon is coming to approach Ambarish Maharaj, is standing peacefully, no fear, no fear. And small situation will become fearful. No, it's peaceful, very peaceful. Yes, Lalita Vinodini Mataji, Hare Krishna. Rakhe Krishna Mare Ke Mare Krishna.
Yes, yes. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Like, see, we are all like born in such a family, like, always in religious and all, but always like Shankaracharya followers, like Advaitic philosophy, not understood fully, but we were doing that. But after coming to ISKCON, we have actually come to know how to be humble, because we are taught we should be the servitor of the Lord, not only the Lord, servitor of the, like that. So no servant will feel that he's a master. Even in our house also, a servant comes, she'll always prefer to sit down. She'll not be sit along with the master. So here that cult is there. Cult means that sort of an understanding is given to us that we should be we should be the humble servant of any Vaishnava or Yajogi. So that's something I learned, and I'm very thankful to that, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Supriti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, when we come into this material world, we are under the protection of mother, then gradually protection of father, then the family. And when it comes to a community-wise, the society. And we have already learned from Prabhupada's letter that he wrote a letter to Prime Minister, because if he is religious, like respectful to Bhagavad Gita and spread the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then everybody will learn from them. So it's a innate nature of this living entity or what we are, that we always seek protection. So the day we learn like the Lord is the sole protector of us, and we develop that kind of attachment to him, when we understand that Lord is so mercy that he's taking so well good care of us, then I think like that is the day when we feel that we are liberated from all the sorrows.
Correct. So you need to develop realization, and the test cannot be more than your realization. Like Prahlad Maharaj in front of his father is sitting with a sword, and he without fear sitting there, very peacefully. And he notices that. How is that you have no fear? Even Devatas panic when I look at them. You're sitting fearless. So, and he says, Prahlad Maharaj, my dear father, the source of your strength is also the same person, is also the source of my strength. Yes, Vipin Vilas Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. For Prabhuji, actually, it is our prime duty as a father, mother, as a spiritual master, so that we can give our children a Krishna consciousness. That is the only way to protect, actually. So, as per this Rishabdev teachings, actually, one of the sloka is, I remember little bit, Guru na sasyat, svajano na sasyat, pita na sasyat, janani na sasyat, something like that. So, we cannot be a parent or a father, mother, or husband if you cannot deliver. Matlab, in short, you cannot give the Krishna consciousness, because we have so many plants. But if the prime important is the Krishna consciousness to protect everyone. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Imagine, can't you think such advanced knowledge has to be given by the university we are going to build there? Correct? I don't look it like a temple, residential college, advanced knowledge. Not only that, realization of that. And people walk out of the temple fully peaceful and under the shelter of the Lord. So we have to bring people under the shelter of the Lord. He can protect. People come to your protection, what you can do? You can't protect even yourself. Correct? Krishna will protect. Yes, Pushpa Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vrinda Mataji, Hare Krishna. Oh, I have not still made, okay.
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. See, all these years I have noticed, according to my experience, that Krishna's protection is unimaginable actually. It's a mystery. See, supposing we fix up a program to go somewhere, suddenly that program stops. We are all fixed but unable to go. It's something like that. We should say something, if it happens for good, there might be something, maybe something would have happened going to that place. He has protected me. We should think like that. It happened to me just a few months back. We were all fixed up to go somewhere, but suddenly it stops. Later on, I came to know that it happened for good. He creates such a thing that we are unable to go only. Maybe supposing if there is a karma also, that is also stopped actually. Actually, suddenly, what happened? We were all fixed up to go to some holy place. It stopped. Because I had this thing, fall, and I had a fracture. It was my karma only. But the karma also went off. And later on, I came to know it is a good thing that I didn't go also. So we should also think that whatever happens, it is His protection only, and it is for our own good also.
Very good.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
All the moment we say to Krishna, wonderful, wonderful. But that's not easy. Yes, Adidev, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hi. Adidev. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yeah, so as per we were reading some time back that in our Bhakti Vaibhav class, that in first canto, 8th chapter, Uttara comes running to Krishna. There, Prabhupada mentions that she is totally surrendered to Krishna and she has no other shelter than Krishna. Even Draupadi later in the prayer, she mentioned that you saved us from all the calamities. So there also it's mentioned that she was totally surrendered to Krishna. Not Draupadi, sorry, Kunti Maharani. That you saved us from all these calamities. And even Draupadi, when her sari was being the disrobing, that time also, she was fully surrendered to Krishna, that Krishna will protect. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, that prompts.
Thank you. Thank you. Usha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I had been to Kasi and other places from 10th till 15th. I was there. 15th, I went to Ayodhya. So we both of us don't know Hindi at all. So somehow or the other, we managed in Kasi. But Ayodhya, I wanted to go see Ramlalla. So don't know Hindi at all. But still, no, I was just praying to Krishna. You have to help me. I want to see you. You have to help me out. How to go, how to see you, and how to reach your place, and what are the things I wanted to get the food and other things. You have to help me out. So there were a lot of monkeys. Everyone was saying that you have to be very careful. You take away everything. Just prayed to Krishna, and he gave his hand of protection till we went to Naimisaranyam. His hand of protection was there. So when I went on Sunday, when I went to Naimisaranyam, on 17th, when I went to Naimisaranyam, I just went straight to Lucknow ISKCON. It's an old temple, Radha Raman Bihari temple. So there I met Guruji over there, Prabhuji. He was inquiring. I told him that I am from Mangalore, ISKCON Mangalore. Then he inquired about you. He said, "Oh, I know. He's the one who started the online classes. So how is it going and all, he said. And he said he's also constructing the temple. We wish him that his temple should come up very well and everyone, the whole world should know about his temple. Just if you just meet him, you just tell him that I inquired about him. Sundar Charan Das Prabhuji, he was just saying. I was just saying to my husband, so how we didn't say, just when you say ISKCON Mangalore, everything they come to know. Because the kind of work that is being done is being recognized by everyone. Krishna, it's not
They
the
may
pride,
say,
actually.
that is
So
very
the
nice.
protection given by Lord.
Okay. Very
That's what I
nice.
feel.
See what has
Hare
happened. Some services happen, but my request all of you, whenever you meet my colleagues or go to temple, always say we are unqualified fools. Somehow Krishna has permitted this. Okay? That will be very nice. Okay, Hema Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandot Pranam. Hare Krishna to everyone. Because you started from the verse of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Hai. So one instance I remember of Nityanand association with Jagai and Madhai. So once when the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started his Sankirtan movement and he say all the devotees to spread the Krishna Nama to everyone. So Jagai and Madhai, they were the robbers. They were doing all the bad practices. They broke all the four regulative principles like the intoxication, illicit sex, and all that, prostitutes also. So all the people of Nadia, they said that do not give the Krishna Prema or Krishna Nam to them. But Nityanand Prabhu, he was adamant and he said that they are also having the right to take it, to have the Krishna Prema. So he took the courage, and once he went to them, and he just giving them, tried to give the Harinam to them. But the Jagai and Madhai, they hit on the head of the Nityanand Prabhu, and Nityanand Prabhu head was injured and the blood was oozing out. So all the devotees who were present there, they ran towards the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this, he ran towards that place and he was very angry, and he was about to call the Sudarshan Chakra. Okay, and soon the Sudarshan Chakra appeared. Then Nityanand Prabhu just prayed that Lord, give the protection to these people also. They also having the right to have the Harinam. And this way, the Nityanand Prabhu was also protected by the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the Jagai Madhai also, they get the Harinam, and they were also being protected by the Lord to go on the wrong path, and they were being corrected from that day, and they become the good devotee. Though they were Brahmins, but they were in the bad practices, and after that incidents, they became the devotee of Chaitanya Prabhu. So from your class, that remembrance I got, which you and Aishwarya Mataji taught us. Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Nityananda Prabhu is more merciful. Yes, Vasudha Mataji, Hare Krishna. Vasudha Devi Dasi.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandot Pranam. Prabhuji, I would just like to share a very small incident from my personal life. Once while going to my office, it was a heavy rain, and suddenly I came to know that car brakes have failed. So I was very afraid. And slowly I was driving towards office, but in halfway I suddenly came to know that due to some dignitary's visit, the roads have been blocked. So I just kept aside my car, and one car was in front of me. So God gave me the intelligence or buddhi that I got the number of that auto service station. I called them, they rescued, they took the vehicle and they dropped me by their vehicle to office. So like that, so many incidences are there in my life. When I look back, I really trust and I go speechless that how God protects, how God makes arrangements to protect us. That time I was not even in Krishna consciousness. But yes, Prabhuji, I have a very strong faith that God only can protect. Nobody can protect us.
Very
Thank you,
nice.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
In fact, Draupadi also, when she was looking at anybody and nobody is protecting, at that time she understood only Krishna can protect. Correct? So he's always our protector. Yes, Srila Mataji, Srila.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I would like to thank ISKCON Mangalore, especially ISKCON and definitely Srila Prabhupada ji, that you have started these kind of classes which is really very beneficial. I wanted that even the small child could attend. And once I said, I have seen that yes, it is also for I mean kids from 6 years, because my child is 6 years old, and I wanted that he must understand. I mean the Gita part, or the Gita. What is the Gita and what is the way of life living? We should live in such a way. What Krishna has directed. So I I want to thanks to all the ISKCON people and Mangalore, ISKCON Mangalore especially.
Hare
Dhanyawad.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna
They
Prabhu.
do visit us. Where do you stay? Okay, so wherever you stay, do visit us. We are planning inauguration Balram Jayanti. The whole tool will be ready, instrumentally ready. And then I hope it will help us to expand the preaching. Okay, Hare Krishna. Now we have, I think, 21st, 10 days remaining for the new batch to start. My request to all of you will that try to register your friends for it. Whatever social media tools you're trying, even after spending money, they're not working. So we just reach maybe 4,000 plus. So if you can put, every day we have 100, 150 only registration. You people have some friends, try to register them. Okay? Try to locate the link. It will be there in the various groups you are, share to their friends. Call up your friends and register them. That will be nice. Okay? It is said that the gratitude of knowledge is that you share with others, and the gratitude is taken. You can receive knowledge, that's the gratitude. So you can fulfill that gratitude by giving the knowledge to more people. Okay, Hare Krishna, Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubheva Patitanam Pavane